Hi, my name is Rainey Eagle Glenn. I am a Republican Party of Florida State Committeewoman in and for Alachua County, Florida. I am going to provide on this August 23rd Friday a brief voter registration training. Going into 2020, voter registration and voter outreach is going to ensure that we get Donald Trump reelected. 2020 is also the 100-year anniversary of women's suffrage. In 1920, Republican legislators and Republican women led the cause to ratify the 19th Amendment. We need to know this going forward so we can start conversations in our community. I have in my hand a clipboard. I just bought this, and I want, as a homework assignment, for everyone to pick up a clipboard. This came in a 2-pack. It was $4.44. Not a big deal. I went online and I found a petition for Back the Blue. Citizens in support of our police. This is a conversation starter. I'm going to take this everywhere I go. I'm going to have it in my car. I'm going to take it when I go out this weekend. And on this Citizens in Support of Our Police, I can ask people sitting around me, do you support our police officers? Awesome. Could you please fill out this form? They provide their email, their full name, and there's a checkbox that says, are you registered to vote? I'm gonna look at that when they're filling this out. Oh, you're not registered to vote? Well, I happen to have a voter registration form here with me now. Would you like to fill it out? So we have a pretty good understanding that if somebody's going to sign this Back the Blue petition, they're going to support our right-leaning cause because the left has become so radical and anti-law enforcement. Once you have a filled out voter registration, you have a sacred duty. You have what is called legally a fiduciary duty to make sure that this signed voter registration gets to the supervisor of elections. And in Florida, this is how we're going to do it. When you take a registration on behalf of another person, you are considered a third-party voter register. What I want you to do with that signed voter registration is to contact your local Republican Executive Committee. So in Alachua County, that's going to be me or our chairman or our secretary. You get the idea. I will provide my personal contact information when I send this email out with the video to my Alachua County Republican friends. But if you're watching this video and you're not from Alachua County, please go online or even go to your supervisor of elections. They will provide you with the contact information of your local Republican Executive Committee. Also, please remember this email address going forward into the 2020 election. Kevin Cabrera is the Republican Party National Regional Director for the state of Florida. His email address is kcabrera@gop.com. If you are anywhere in the state of Florida, you can use Mr. Cabrera as a contact to make sure these voter registrations are getting into the hand of a person who has what is called a third-party registration ID. These IDs, when these forms are completed and handed into the supervisor of elections, need to be written on the back of these voter registrations. We, as third-party voter registers, must hand in these voter registrations no later than 10 days. And if there is a deadline for voter registration because an election is almost up, it needs to be turned in before that deadline. You have a sacred duty with these voter registrations in your hand, and I know as conservatives and Republicans, we're going to take that duty very seriously. Even if, for some reason, somebody fills out our Back the Blue petition and they decide to fill out this voter registration and they register Democrat, Yes, guess what? You still have to turn it in. So please get out there. We know now that we can talk about our support for our president. The people who aren't going to be our friends anymore, they've already gone away. We've sort of been through the fire. Don't be afraid. Please, let's use our voices, women especially, because it's only been 100 years that it was decided that we can actually be engaged in our political system. Let's christen that 100-year anniversary with going out full force to re-elect Donald J. Trump.